Unless you were here back in 2021 when I first started YouTube, you probably have never seen this pizza before. It is an Argentinian style pizza, and it comes from a place that's right across the top of the screen, but I'm going to say it again. Mario's Pizza and Pasta. It's located, there's your address, 439 Market Street in Saddlebrook, New Jersey. I love when places put their info on it. It just makes it a lot easier for me to remember. I have eaten here twice, and I've had this pizza once, but I thought it was like really cool, and I wanted to do a pizza place that was a little different. So Mario's is a place that has like an Argentinian background. The people who own it are Argentinian. So a lot of the recipes they have, you'll see as we go on. I have things like empanadas here and other an Argentinian pastry, which I'll go into later. It's a kind of a funny story. But mainly, the reason that I went here the first time, I'm sorry for stalling. They gave me the wrong pizza. Ah, man. Okay, listen. So they do Argentinian style pizzas, and there's two pizzas. So I'm going to show my receipt on the screen. I ordered what's called a fugazza pizza, which is a different pizza than this. They have two. They have an Argentinian style pizza, which is a 14-inch pizza. The fugazza comes with sauteed onions and mutz, and then like some spices on it. That was the pizza I was looking for. This is just an Argentinian style pizza. That's according to them. But we're just going to try this one. I believe I've had this one too, but this should be interesting because the pizza is fresh. I hope you can see what's going on because I'm completely blinded by this. But special sauce, ham, roasted peppers, green olives, and hard-boiled egg. That's different, and I wanted different. So we got different. I was looking for the other pizza, which I actually enjoy, but it's a thicker cut of crust. But let's just see what we got here. Let's just, you never know here. You never know. And I am not, like some people say, oh, I would have went back. Listen, it's 6:22 p.m. The sun sets at 7 p.m. And if I go there and get this pizza remade, which I'm sure they would, no problem. By the time I come back, it's pitch black and I'm just not in the mood. So I never go back, bro. Unless it's like egregious, I just go as is. But here is the pizza. You can see how thick that crust is. It's almost like focaccia on here. I like the cheese right away. This is as interesting gets for a pizza. First things first, if you got like just whatever you wanted on this pizza, this crust is... And the cheese, it's very well done. Now, this is, again, not what I would immediately think of when I thought of what I would get on a pizza. But I think for people who like olives on pizza, you'll like this even more than me. The brininess of the olives you get at the end. And for me, I'm never really a big fan of olives on pizza. Very rarely do I want it. The boiled egg just adds a little bit of texture, but not much to it. And then there's these pieces of ham on here that are really thin. Also the roasted red peppers, which give it a little bit of sweetness. And those are the peppers I like. I want more of the peppers and less of the olives. This definitely, just 100% transparent. This wouldn't be my first choice of pizza ever. And I don't even mean that disrespectfully. It's just not what I think of when I want a pizza. But I don't dislike it. I know there's a lot of people that may be less adventurous of an eater. As long as it doesn't have pickles on it, I pretty much will try it once. I don't dislike it. And what's really doing it for me is the fact that it's an actually good pizza. Like the base of it is good. Again, that crust on this, I like the Sicilian style or the thicker crust if it's done right. It's so light. And the cheese, I'm sorry. There's so much cheese on here. So it's almost like an extra cheese Sicilian. Then you start getting into the toppings. And that's where it starts to go away from pizza. And I say that in quotes because pizza, this is still a pizza. I know it's PO, it's not real pizza. This is pizza. Argentinian pizza, it's still pizza. I'm sure what I'm going to say. So, I find myself saying if you took the olives off and replaced the ham with, like, again, sausage or pepperoni, this would be a really, really good pizza. The egg's not really doing much to it, so it doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothers me really, again, is the olives. Even a pineapple on this, which is crazy because I don't eat pineapple on like real pizza, would be actually pretty good because it would be a good Hawaiian. But I wish I got the other pizza. Maybe we'll go back another day and try it. But even with that, I'm glad I got to try this. Again, they just finished making this, and I'm in the back of the parking lot. Again, it's gonna get dark soon, so I'm not gonna remade. I don't think this is bad at all. This is almost God's plan to get me to try it, but it wouldn't be my first choice. But if you put this in front of me, I'd still eat it. You can see I've eaten 2 slices already. I'm gonna give this a 6.5 out of 10. I have 2 empanadas. One's chicken and one's beef, and I got a regular slice of pizza because I wanted to see what their regular slice was hitting on. So again, reheated slices are actually very good if it's a good pizza. There's not a lot of sauce in this pizza. I think I said this a billion times. Some people like more cheese and sauce. I like a little bit more sauce than most. And this is almost straight cheese. The dough's pretty good. I think this costs $3, which is about pretty normal these days for a slice of pizza like this. This is definitely I'm not mad at it pizza. There's nothing in particular, in my opinion, that stands out as opposed to like most places here with the regular pizza. I think their other thicker dough is much better than this. But this is by no means a pizza that I wouldn't eat. It's pretty decent. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not mad with it special. I'm cool with that. This also gets a 6.5 out of 10. Like, normally I would have more to say about the sauce, but I can barely taste the sauce. It's very faint. And at least it's not a sweet sauce. Sweet sauces at places like mom and pop pizzas don't go. We got an empanada. Comes with chimichurri. 2 of them. Now, Argentinian empanada, so a little bit different than what people may be used to as far as like the outside of it. Now, I went to another pizza place that also is Argentinian in Fairlawn. They do really good pizza as well. And this is exactly how it looked. So, comes uniform. I don't know which one this is yet. Beef. Olives. Now, these empanadas, generally, for the ones that I'm used to eating, there are some subtle differences that you'll notice. One, of course, the olives, but there's also fried, or not fried, but hard-boiled egg in here. Now, you're supposed to do this immediately with the chimichurri, so you got to go in for that. I don't want to spill chimichurri over the place. They do it. This is thick. The egg just threw me off, but the flavor in the chimichurri is good. Again, you just don't expect to bite into big hard-boiled egg chunks, but it doesn't taste bad. You can see I'm damn near ate the whole thing. Let's try the other one too. Jeez, a little messy. This one almost tastes like if pico de gallo and chimichurri had a baby. I like that one too. That was good. You can see I ate, I ate that whole thing without even batting an eye. But let's try the chicken one too. Chicken I always have bad luck with, but I wanted to try chicken. This is in here, so it's not dry. The chicken's actually damn good. I always have bad luck with chicken, but this one, the chicken's the best one. Very rare. I had a feeling. Don't know why. Yeah. Hold up. Again, shredded chicken. I know people say it looks dry just because it's not dripping all over your screen. It's not. Maybe I just have a bad camera. But that flavor of almost like a chimichurri mixed pico with the moist chicken, might as well tell you about this considering it's almost gone. The breading is a little bit different because it's baked. and it almost comes across like a shiny egg washed, almost like pie crust or dough, not pie crust, but dough like that. And it's different from the ones I'm used to eating again, because I grew up, most of the people around me were like Puerto Rican and Dominican, and they're deep fried, so it's like a crunch, whereas that doesn't have it. It's almost like a dough, but I knew that coming into it. Good empanada. I ate them both. The beef one I'll give a 7 to, but that chicken one was hitting. That gets an 8.5 out of 10. One thing off the menu that isn't like Argentinian, but I got this one time when I was working at a gym in this area, and I don't know what made me order it, but it was really good. It's been years. Ooh, it still looked good though. I used to get this for lunch when I worked at the gym. I had to do it. So this is a buffalo chicken, but it's a focaccia buffalo chicken. And it comes with their blue cheese, and it's on like this homemade focaccia bread. Yeah, I remember this. So there's more buffalo sauce in here. Look, you know. Yeah, I used to get this, bro. Hold up now. Hold up. Watch this when I pull this out. I feel like I told a girl, not say that. Look at that. Yeah, this was hitting. This was hitting. And what I used to do, now there's buffalo chicken already on here, but it's like a buffalo like mix. So you can see there's like blue cheese or something mixed in here. But I would just go, yeah, this is gonna be serious. If you like buffalo chicken, you'll like this. It's breaded chicken. No, this is grilled now. Yeah. This used to be breaded chicken. Now it's grilled. I like that for the health. Good. I'm usually not a buffalo chicken guy, but I remembered this from way back then. So you get a good amount of cheese in here. You get a good amount of chicken in here. The buffalo blue cheese mix is also on here. And this focaccia bread is like pillow soft. Man. This comes out to about $10. When I eat these, I eat these for like 3 months straight for about once a week. I think it's just really solid. What really makes it is the bread and that buffalo sauce. Again, buffalo chicken people, this is really good. Just gets a 9. Like 9 out of 10, bro. I'm keeping this one. And in typical me fashion, when I got there, the food was just about to be done, so you said it'd be about a couple minutes. So I'm standing there, I'm looking, because most pizza places, they have like desserts in front of you, then some different pizzas that you can have, because if you just want a heated up slice, that's where it comes from. So I'm standing there and I see this thing in this like glass container. And I asked the lady up front, I said, excuse me, she said, what is that? Because it was looking kind of good. So she said, this is called pasta frolla. I'd like to thank her for explaining it to me, because I've never heard or seen this before. It is basically like a pie, but like guava and cheese. Now, I've had guava and cheese empanadas. So when she said that, I thought about saying, just give me the whole damn thing. But I said, just give me one. So this is homemade. I saw like a big thing that they were putting in the oven of it, and this was a finished version. But guava and then cheese on the top, and then like this thick booty crust on the bottom. This just looked way too good. I had to try this. Guava and cheese is such like an underrated, if you ever are at any type of Latin, South American, anywhere that does a guava and cheese empanada, I've highly suggested you try. I've had it from Cuban restaurants. I've had it from Argentinian places. I've never had it in a thick booty pie. Now, their guava is not as sweet as the ones I've had before, but I don't mind that because it mixes well with the cheese. The bottom part almost comes across like a thick pie crust, but crumbly. I need some milk. That's the only thing I'm thinking right now, but these are dangerous. The biggest surprise is that it's not as sweet, but I think guava and cheese is so underrated. Guava and cheese empanadas are the best. They had them and I should have got one, but I'm glad I got this because I wanted to try something different. I still would pick the guava and cheese empanada just because the thick booty, you'll never hear me say this too much, but the thick booty crust is a bit too much at times and it becomes almost hard to swallow. It's not dry, but it's so crumbly that it's my dumbass's fault for not bringing milk. So it's not really against them, but The guava and cheese empanada when it's hot. Oh boy. This is still fire though. Fire. I'll give this an 8 out of 10. Now I know this because I've lived in and around this area for such a long time. This is one of those places, Mario's, that a lot of people go to. And they don't be telling nobody. They be gatekeeping. Because their menu is different. It's really small. It's next to a freaking Burger King. So I stumbled upon going in there one time just because I was at Burger King. I said, let me try this one day. That's how I ended up getting that other pizza. The other pizza I think is really good, but they do a nice pizza here. And there's more and more of these popping up of places that do almost like fusion, where they're also having ingredients from other places. Like, you know, Argentinian places I've seen pop up. I've seen other places doing empanadas and whatever. And I love that because it allows for a different variety and kind of, I'm a fan of fusion cuisine. But that was really good. Even though I didn't get the right pizza, like I know because I read the comments sometimes and people are always telling me what they would have done. Maybe you're new here, but like my personality is like, I'm super like laid back with stuff like that. Again, I'm making a video. I'm not just going home to have food with people where you're really looking forward to something. So when things get screwed up a little bit, I kind of just roll with it. Like life is too short. I tip them anyway. I'm not that type of person. I understand if you are, but I've just, in my age now, you know, I let things go so much easier. You probably can, if you couldn't tell, like my personality now is just super laid back. Like I'm not gonna make a big deal about that. The pizza was cooked fine. It tasted good. I still ate it. I don't really care. So every once in a while, stuff like that does happen. The only time that you'll see me actually get like annoyed is if stuff is like undercooked. To like the Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah, I was a little upset. I went in there and I just kind of said, hey, they asked me if they want me to remake my food. And I just kind of nonchalantly said, yeah. But when I thought about it, I said, nah, I'm going to post it anyway. So I did. But other than that, you'll never see me getting hyper about stuff like that. Again, I'm not telling me that I'm better than you or you're better than me. I am just telling you what is. Like, I'm not here to pass judgment on anybody for what they do. But if y'all the type of people that go up in there and do all that stuff, you know, more power to you. I ain't mad at it. But my main objective for today was to try something that was different that people may not have seen. And again, I want to start highlighting New Jersey restaurants a little more because I've said this a bunch of times. Just real quick, where I live in Bergen County, New Jersey, you can Google this. New Jersey is one of the smallest states in the country, but we have one of the highest populations in the country. Like, as far as how the size of New Jersey is on a United States map, take one look at it. But I believe last I checked, we are like 12th in population, which is insane when you think about the amount of people that are crammed into here. Within that, Bergen County, New Jersey, along with Essex County and Hudson County, have some of the most people per square mile in the country. There are over 1 million people in Bergen County. This little corner of a little state, there are over 1 million people here. But what happened with that is we have so many different types of people, so many different types of cuisines that I personally think, similar to New York City, we have some of the best food in the country. And that was always one of the things I wanted to show. There's not many places that you can just hop around a corner from you know, a Burger King or whatever it is, and there's a place next to it doing Argentinian pizzas. And I'm not joking with you, because I'm still by the Burger King. There are 3 pizzerias that if I stood in one pizzeria, I could hit with a football. I'm not Uncle Rico. I don't throw that far. I can still throw pretty far, but not that far. Like, one's directly across the street and one's across another parking lot. That's how many pizza places and you name it. I'm just looking around, and that's why I like this, and I want to start doing that a couple of times a week. This was just another notch in that as we start to move outward. But I appreciate y'all. I always try to tell people what my objective is. I know that, you know, the chains get the views and this and that, but I want to incorporate more stuff into that. And thank you for the feedback when it comes to the tech content. I got some things in the works, and we're going to see what we can do with that. I might post one video here and then move it to the second channel. But, of course, I'll keep you informed, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.